Have you ever had a relationship that seems to just fall apart for no reason? There's no real issue taking place in the relationship. One day you are talking with your partner, the next day they're distancing themselves from you, but there was no big fight. There was no big problem that you could identify. This generally happens with younger people and is known as the grass is greener syndrome. Typically, this is when someone, without any real reason or rhyme, begins to distance themselves and look outward, away from the relationship, to new situations, new people, new partners. Basically, it's a severe case of fear of missing out, or FOMO. I talked with a brave soul who decided to call in on Twitch, and what we're going to discuss is a situation where his girlfriend did begin to back away, and he had no idea what was going on because the relationship, for the most part, seemed totally fine. Check it out and let me know what you think. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey Roy. Well, first off, I just want to say thank you. I'm sure you get it all the time, but really want to say for helping us all through a tough time.
Hell yeah, brother.
So, she and I dated from May to we're officially boyfriend girlfriend from May to October, and then October she just kind of dropped the bomb on me. Like I said in my comment earlier, like she and I weren't fighting or anything like that. Like we had a couple serious talks here and there, but they were resolved pretty quickly. Um, and kind of what she stated was like our values didn't align. Like she felt like there were some trust issues. Um, and I know that sort of in the past, given like her prior relationships or family history, stuff like that, like she hasn't always been treated well by other men. So I don't know if that's anxious or avoidant attachment style. I'm just kind of wondering, like, I guess my first question is there something that maybe like some reason that she wouldn't have wanted to work through that with me? Is there something that I maybe did that scared her off?
What specifically did she say during the breakup?
She said specifically the first thing she said that she felt like not a lot of trust had been built in our relationship. Uh, and then the next thing that she said was she felt like there was, uh, like our values didn't align.
Did she go into any specifics?
No. And that's kind of, I didn't want to pry or anything, but I did ask her. I was like, well, can you explain what you mean by that a little bit more? Can you, you know, what can we do and sort of things like that. And she just kind of brushed that to the side.
Okay. Had anything recently happened like big in her life? Did she meet someone new? Did she get a new job? Anything like that?
She bounces around jobs a lot. So she had in the prior 2 months, gotten two new jobs, and she was working a lot. I'd say like 50 or 60-hour weeks,
So basically, you're dating this person, and just kind of out of nowhere, she just breaks up with you.
more or less. Yeah.
Like Monday, everything's fine. Tuesday, she's having a talk because she feels like you guys don't have any trust between each other.
She had been kind of, giving me some weird energy. I thought it was just because she was working a lot and because she was stressed about the whole housing situation. The day before she broke up with me, we were even down visiting my parents and hanging out, had a good time. Uh, Went and saw a concert the day before that.
Here's what I'm getting from this. I am getting that she is going through what many men. We have sort of a running joke on Twitch about 23-year-olds. I mean, they are the most flighty, transitory. It is just such a weird age for so many reasons, and I think she never quite left the exploratory. I want to go out and try new things, try the flavors. Uh, Place in her mind. Does that make sense? And so she's dated you for a relatively long period of time, sort of tried the flavor, went on the vacations, had the sex, had the arguments, had the fights, etc. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm ready to move on to the next thing, whatever that may be. In other words, the grass is greener syndrome, if you've ever heard of that. That's what I'm getting from this. Because to say that the relationship was pretty good for most of it until it wasn't. And there was no
Mhm.
real in between. There was no real point of contention. Nothing big really happened. Her jobs, well, she never really stays at a job for a long period of time. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's
Just to go from
uh,
100 to 0 and with no thing in between.
mhm.
What would I
So
do? I'd leave her the hell alone.
sorry. Okay. Uh,
Because if indeed that is what's happening, if indeed she is going through like a FOMO, I'm missing out, I want to go try the other flavors, I want to go out and, maybe date around, if that's what she wants. I'm not saying that's what she's doing, just to be clear.
mhm.
For you to get in the way will immediately position you as like the adult in the room. And what happens when you have a rebellious teenager, an adult telling them, no, don't do that, they're going to do it more.
I told her I was like, hey, listen, I really want to make this work. So for the next 2 weeks, I didn't do no contact. I talked to her, we Snapchatted, we saw each other at the gym all the time. So I'm just kind of wondering if like, I haven't talked to her or seen her
Mhm.
since, the end of October. Uh, did I ruin my chances by not going into that no contact immediately? Did I kind of,
No, no,
you
no,
know,
no, 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 no.
okay,
No contact. Like, if had you stuck around for months begging and pleading, yes. Once or twice, no, no.
okay.
It ain't that kind of game.
All right. Thank you so much, Roy. Thank you so much for taking the time.
You're welcome, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Why do you say the 23-year-old's a complicated age? I just see it a fucking lot, man. I have done just so much coaching and therapy, and just the clients that are 23 are always so fresh into the game. You know what I mean? Because like 20, like you're an adult, but you're not. You are, but you're not. Does that make sense? Like, what's the right age to call someone like that's an adult? I didn't start feeling like an adult until I was 30. Thanks for watching. And if you want to be part of the show, just visit the link down below on Twitch. I'll see you guys there.